Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you again for joining our channel. This is Education Unpacked, where we look into the mysteries surrounding the learning on campus and online. We're trying to break it down for you so you can make the informed decision. So if you're joining us for the first time, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. So each time we load a new video, you can receive it. So thanks for watching. We want to thank you for those who sent us feedback in our previous video. We really appreciate that very much. So today we will be looking at how you stay focused when you're studying online, how you stay focused. We're going to be doing an extra episode next time on staying focused on doing a campus program in different parts of the world. So today we are focusing on how to stay focused, the 10 things you need to do for you to be successful while doing an online program. So we want to go first straight to number one. We are going to look into if you had your admissions letter and you were ready to start your program. The first thing you do for the first day of class, we know you will have your syllabus and everything else, but the number one thing to do is you need to create a timetable for yourself. I don't know what job you do, what kind of profession you are at the moment, but you must create a time for yourself, a timetable. This timetable should focus on when is learning hours. You know this is learning, and you don't compromise that with anything else. You want to make sure that when it's time for learning, it's time for learning. You want to tell the kids to stay somewhere. You speak with your wife or you speak with your husband. You tell them that at this moment, for this 1 to 2 hours, I want to study. You must create that timetable. You stick it somewhere in your home and you make sure that you follow that particular timetable. All what we are saying here is things that we have researched. We have interacted with professionals from different backgrounds, and we can definitely present this to you with all confidence. So if you follow these 10 steps, you will definitely be a successful student. So the number one we talked about was to create a timetable for yourself. Number two is prevent unnecessary research. Some students, professionals, they go around and start doing a lot of research. They want to show how they know the topic area or the subject matter expert. They want to go there and start looking at the journal publications, doing online research on the internet, using different libraries, even the public libraries. You're overworking yourself. You don't have to focus on those things. The lecturer has provided you. It's always good to go beyond borders to look for more extra information. It's helpful, of course. But we want to encourage you to stick with what the library is asking you. You want to make sure that 40% of your answers come from your own experience. The other 35% comes from the library, journal publication, and the other 15% would definitely come from your own internet research. So this is how you structure yourself. You don't have to go there like stressing yourself, doing unnecessary work. So make sure that you do not do unnecessary research. That is not relevant for your online success. Number three, you can study, cultivate the habit or the attitude of studying anywhere. We also encourage that nights are really good time to study, nights. But we want to encourage you that try to use your office hours when you have breaks. You can go in there and do some work. If you also go in for lunch, you want to decide to work maybe extra hours so you can have lunch, stretch your lunch hours while you are eating and doing some work, or you can choose to split your lunch into two, and then you do half an hour or 25 minutes doing some assignment, or you participate in the classroom. This will help you. So you must make sure that you choose your own desired learning time. But we encourage you that nights are very good. However, we encourage you to make sure that you can study anywhere, in your office, during break times, wherever you are. You can also decide to choose to go to a public library where you have a chance to, when it's quiet, and you know if you are a learning expert or professional who have kids at home, sometimes they may want to run around. They want to see their dad or they want to see their mom coming back from work. So you want to organize yourself on how you are going to do that. So we encourage you to make sure you keep the number 3 point, which is very important, to encourage that attitude or cultivate that attitude of studying anywhere. Number 4, we want to emphasize, this is very important. Use your weekends. Use your weekends. Your weekends are so important. The weekends are very important here because that's when you have some time for yourself after doing your 7 days a week. 5 days a week, 9 to 5. You come home, you're tired. So you want to make sure that you do some work at the weekend. Make sure you prepare your assignment, because with online learning, you have your library there with you. You have your also your syllabus. Then you are able to know what is coming for the next week, and you want to prepare your work ahead of time. So this is very positive in this aspect. So make sure you use your weekends. Weekends are important. Weekends are valuable. Make that be a culture for you to utilize your weekends. Now, the number 5 aspects here, which makes you become successful, staying focused, you must respect deadlines. Deadlines are very important. This may be different depending on which country you are living in, which region you are coming from. If you have to respect your deadlines, it will help you. You will build that into your learning culture, and it will enable you be meet those deadlines, because the earlier you submit your paper, you can go around doing your other activities, go back to your work. That if you don't respect your deadline, then you are accumulating work for yourself. And when you accumulate work for yourself, you get to a point where you start making mistakes, and you write your paper, you submit in class, then you're being criticized by the professor. And these are things that comes, and most students are encountering lots of difficulties. So we encourage you to make sure that you respect the deadlines. Another thing that we want to encourage you to stay focused when you are studying is to kind of answer the question. Answer the question that is set. Do not answer your own, do not bring your own experience in different parts. Answer the question that the professor or the lecturer put forward to you. If you are able to deal with that question, you may top it up with some amount of experience. Some students will go right, they will ask them to write 1,000 words or 1,500 words, and they will go above that. And you kind of like asked to analyze a paper and make sure your assignment or your discussion paper should be 500 words. Some people go up to 2,000 words. This is not relevant. It's not relevant at all. You want to stick to what the professor or the lecturer is asking you, and you want to go straight to the point. You want to have in your computer, you want to check the number of words you're writing. You may do that at the beginning of your module or beginning of your course, but while you're already in the program, you want to stick to the number of words. This is important. Some students go beyond borders and start writing things which go off topic, and that gives them a really poor grade. So we want to encourage you to stick with that number 6 point of answer the question. The word count must be respected. Number 7 here is don't be intimidated. This is something that we hear from our students in the classroom. Remember, your online classroom is made up of diverse professionals. People with 20 years experience, 25-year experience. For example, you are just a young medical officer, just taking your first job for the first 2 years, and you are, for example, doing an MPhil or an MPH that's at the master's level, and you're focusing on epidemiology for that particular module, for example, and now you are in that same classroom with a chief medical officer for like the New York Teaching Hospital, or from one of the renowned medical centers around the world, and based on their introduction, you feel that you don't have anything to contribute. This is totally no. Do not assume. Most of these experts, they are looking to see how you approach your own challenges. This is the beauty about online learning. The perspective that you're going to bring is kind of enriching. They too bring their own experience in there. So it's wonderful. So don't be intimidated. Don't feel like, oh my God, I don't have anything to contribute in this classroom. People here have 15, 20 years experience. I am zero. Then you start scratching your head And each time you have an assignment, before you write, you will go get the dictionary, put it down, start writing big words, or look some kind of subject matter documents, bring it down, start copying things. Then you kind of stressed and you lose focus. So we encourage you to don't be intimidated in class. You do not have to be intimidated. If you are doing a business program and you are alongside other chief directors, senior sales professionals, sales director, VPs, CEOs of different companies, and you are a young expert who is just joining your company, you don't have to be shy. You should take that as a positive because you're going to tap into their knowledge. Now, that was number 7. You don't have to be intimidated. Number 8, cut your unimportant activities. The things which are not relevant there, we want to encourage you to cut them off. So it's important for you to cut the activities which are not relevant. If you're someone who like going to theater, you're someone who goes to museum all the time, you want to cut this. If you are someone who goes to, you have your own meetings that you attend during the weekend, I don't know where your culture is, how it works in your own location, you want to cut from that. You want to speak to some of your friends, you tell them that now you are going to school, you're not going to be interacting that much. This is important for you because you need the time. You need to be focused. If you want to stay focused, if you want to be successful in an online learning environment, you must stay focused. This focus is the number 8 point we're talking about. You cut off the things which are not relevant, and you focus on those relevant stuff. There's nothing wrong to tell your friends that I'm sorry, I'm doing some kind of a program now. I want to stay a little bit focused here, and hopefully we can interact a little bit more. If we were meeting for 2 hours, we're going to do it for just under a few hours. Now that's important. So things which are not relevant, you have to cut them off. You know what is not relevant in your life that can distract you. I don't know. Where you wearing your shoes, you know where it pains you more. Now the number 9 part is time management. Time management embodies everything because we are looking at time management here in like one thing, but it embodies the whole structure of your performance and your success in doing an online program. So we want to encourage you that you have to manage your time properly. You want to know when to prepare your assignments. You want to know when to have your draft so that you can submit it early or you submit it late. You want to contact your lecturer if you're having a problem. You want to make sure the time management comes alongside you, making sure that you have your USB in place, you have your laptop, you have your you understand the time zone where your university is located, and if you are in a different part where you're having, like, let's say you're studying with a US institution and you're having a 6-hour difference or 6-hour after, it's up to you to organize yourself. You don't want to be posting your assignment late and then you run into trouble with your lecturer. Another very important thing is the study buddy. If there is a way, you can always find out to know people who are studying, people around the same community or the same city who are doing similar programs with like yourself. You want to contact them. It all depends on different cultures. We're not saying that you must get to meet someone who is doing similar programs like you or who is studying. We want to say that it all depends on societies. Some people would like to have people they study together. It is very important. So we encourage you to stay focused by using these 10 points. These are successful points that if you follow these points, you will definitely be successful in your studies. And we want to make sure that we help you every day and come up with these techniques and strategies where you are preparing yourself to take that very big step in your life. We hope that we have inspired you, we have touched you, and we have educate you a little bit on those areas that are out there that you need. So if you have any question or concerns, if you think that there's an area that you need us to look into more, we encourage you to drop it into our inbox or leave a comment. So if you're joining us for the first time, we want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our video so that our channel, so that way if we come back again next time, we're going to make sure that you see our videos. Thanks so much for watching. This is Education Unpacked, where we unravel the mystery behind learning and we unpack it for you so you can go out there and start making your decision. Thanks again for coming and for watching, and have a pleasant day. Bye bye. My name is Fabian, and we see you in our next episode again. Ciao.